Hello there, superstars. His name is Aaron, and he is extra sweaty today.
His name's Tommy, and he faked the moon landing.
And you're listening to the SuperPod Saga. That's right. This is the SuperPod Saga with Aaron and Tommy. That's the podcast you're listening to. Thank you for joining us. This is the podcast where Aaron and I, one of us brings a topic to the table and we talk about it for far, far too long. Way, way, way too long. Thank you for joining us.
At least 118 minutes worth.
Maximum 118 minutes today. I can guarantee you that. All right, we got a guest today. We got a special guest. Everyone get your ears ready because you're about to hear from Gerry from Super Ghost Radio. Hi, Gerry.
Hey, what's going on, Tommy?
Not much, just
And Aaron.
podcast.
And Aaron. No, I'm
Yeah.
not talking to you, Aaron.
Shit. Conversation.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Gerry, tell the listeners about yourself, about Super Ghost Radio, and what kind of video games do you like?
Oh my good God, that is quite the loaded question.
I know.
Well, I mean, I do host and produce a podcast called Super Ghost Radio. You may have heard of it. We are like a comedy video game podcast where we just kind of do sort of the same thing that all the other podcasts do, where we just ramble about video games, and sometimes we get into deeper conversations about specific video games, and we also do movie reviews, but
Ooh,
specifically
nice.
and most of the time bad video game movie reviews.
Nice.
There are good video game movies, though. I swear to God, there are good ones. But and as for myself, I've been gaming since I was like 6 or 7, I guess.
A late bloomer.
A late bloomer. And I think like I lean very much into like horror.
Ooh.
I'm huge into, like, I will literally play the shittiest fucking horror games and still be like, you know what, that's pretty good. I didn't mind that. And people are like, that game is dog trash, and I'm like, no, man, that was
trash.
that was good shit. Sorry, I apologize. I might end up saying things that I normally would say on Super Ghost that are like kind of almost dumb inside jokes that we like. I say dog trash to refer to stuff that's like dog shit, absolute garbage, dumpster fire. But I don't know. I said dog trash one time and it it stuck. But I apologize up front if I say some weird shit.
Oh, that's
That's
okay. We say Midwestern things that people don't get.
Like Pizza Ranch.
Yeah, or Casey's General Store.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Best pizza in the world. Anyways.
Hell yeah, it is.
Where can people find you on the internet or social media, Gerry?
They can find our podcast on all the podcasting platforms, and it's Super Ghost Radio. And then we are also on Twitter at Super Ghost Radio. We're on Instagram at Super Ghost Radio as well. We're on Twitch at Super Ghost Live. We do have a YouTube that doesn't have anything on it other than like a video of me playing Devil May Cry poorly.
Ooh. Tantalizing.
Yes, very. We got only the best content over there on the YouTube.
You made that one video and you're like, this is it. This can't be topped.
Yeah, we're retiring early. I'll take my platinum YouTube play button and I'll be gone.
It's like the Chocolate Rain guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a reference.
Yeah. Early internet. Well, not even early internet. That's like not
early
internet.
Mid-early.
Mid internet. What? Can you even say mid internet? Because that refers to the internet having an ending.
It does. It's going to be soon, I feel like.
I sure fucking hope so.
Oh, man.
God.
Aaron, while the internet is still existing, where can people find us?
They can find us, officially the AMP energy drink of podcasts. They can find us on SuperPodSaga.com. That's right, it's official, by the way. Mikey Tabletop said it himself.
Yes. Someone else tweeted about it, so it's real.
That's right. Yeah. SuperPodSaga.com. We still know how to spell our name. I'm pretty sure it's SuperPod is all one word, but fuck it. You can find all
I
of
messed
our
that up.
find all of our previous episodes.
Wait, this is
blog.
SuperPod with a space?
Well,
I am on
no,
the wrong show.
that's how it started as. Now we've removed the space. We're rebranding.
We've had to restart the show. Yeah, you can also head over to our support tab because we have a Patreon and we have 3 shows a month. You get 3 bonus episodes a month. They're pretty great, I think. Check it out, please.
The only way to become friends with us is to give us money on Patreon.
That's right. Otherwise, we'll view you as a
We're just
slug.
acquaintances.
We'll salt you like a fucking snail.
Be gone! I always say that my hard gate for becoming friends with somebody is if I drop a Limp Bizkit lyric and you pick up on it, I'm like, we're best friends forever. But as soon as you're like, isn't that band with the red hat guy? I'm like, get the fuck
red
away
hat
from me.
guy.
Get out of here. We're not friends anymore. But I like video games. I don't care. You don't like Limp Bizkit. Get out of here.
My gate is like if you don't if you have sour candy and you don't share it with me, we're not friends. But if you do share it,
cyber candy,
sour.
sour.
I was like, what is this cyber candy? Is this what the kids are doing now?
Aaron's got some new drugs that he wants people to share with him. But this is an Aaron episode. He picked the topic for today. What are we talking about, Aaron? Here's the wheel. Take us away.
All right, I'm gonna steer us immediately off a cliff. We're talking about the Legend of Zelda.
Ooh.
Yay! Woohoo!
That's got like what, 3 or 4 games?
I
think there was a new one.
Yeah, it's a pretty new
Oh.
series.
Cool.
Awesome. All right, little indie game right here. It's the series is so weird, I guess, because like it's got the weirdest timeline. That there's an official timeline to all of the games.
I have that Historia. The first version, the green one. They changed it after. There's a second one now. The Encyclopedia has a different timeline because after
Wait,
Breath of
really?
the Wild. Oh yeah. After Breath of the Wild, they were like, okay, forget. Don't look at that one. Put that one in the garbage. Don't look
Amazing.
at that. We messed up. That's not the right timeline. I guess they switched some things up or something, but I think it's like mostly still the same. But it is more confusing than the American titles of Final Fantasy games. Let me tell you.
Or the Devil May Cry series and how it goes like, what is it? 3, 1, 4, 2, and 5.
Is that the chronological order?
Yeah, 3, 1, 4, 2, 5.
Huh. That's
You got
almost
that
like
memorized, baby.
that's almost in the order of ones that are good to bad for me.
I mean, yeah, no, two is all right. Hey, you get to do sweet backflips and shit, dude. That's cool. The circle button is your backflip button. It's
Backflips
sweet.
are cool.
Backflip button.
Well, yeah, Legend of Zelda, right? Hoo-wee mama, there's a lot of games. I didn't really have any like format for the way we talk about them. I thought we would just go maybe like we could talk about them based on the timeline or talk about them based on like the order that they came out. Whatever sounds best to you
Boys, if you want, I can fucking bust out this Hyrule Historia right now and like
Oh man, that would be fun.
hang
I
on.
think
Do
that'd
it.
be fun.
Hang on.
Let's try and make sense of this because you have the old Historia too. So we're going to be totally wrong, which is even better.
Nah, fuck Nintendo. This is the right one as far as we're all concerned, right?
You
I've
can't
got
give out patch notes for a timeline.
I've got a new one pulled up. Yeah, it's got Age of Calamity, and I mean it says Untitled Breath of the Wild sequel, but we know what that is.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild wasn't out when this one came out. At least I don't think it was.
Okay, I've got the new one pulled up then.
I forgot how fucking cool this is. I haven't opened this up in a long time.
So according to the timeline, the Skyward Sword was the very first. Well, yeah, the very first in the timeline anyway.
Ah, yes,
And that's
here it
where
is.
Hyrule is established, and they basically they I guess again established the Zelda being different incarnations of the Hyrulean god, or no, Hylia I think is what her name was or something, and then Link is just always this reincarnation of the hero and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
I played that game for like 15 minutes, I want to say.
Oh, perfect! You beat it, right?
Do you guys
No.
Do you guys like Skyward Sword?
I've never actually played it. It looks all right.
I couldn't. The intro section is very, very, very long.
Oh,
and
I
I'm
don't
the
know.
kind of person who has to find everything and talk to everyone.
oh man.
And so it took me
Oh,
even
jeez.
longer, and then I don't even remember how I was playing it or where, because I definitely didn't have it on my Wii.
I had it on Wii. I didn't play the new one on Switch. I heard that it's pretty good, and like the controller version of the controls is not bad. But I've heard people also say that it actually just because I mean the game was built to function with the Wiimote.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. It was built from the ground up.
So I don't really know how well I should try that out.
You should go
grab
do
that.
that quick. We'll wait.
I'll be right back. I just got to run to GameStop.
You've got 108 minutes.
It's a fun idea. I think it swinging a sword and Link doing it on the screen is a fun idea, but I don't know how it'd be in practice if only one of us knew.
Yeah.
Wait. I don't see that fucking target practice game anywhere on this timeline. What the hell? the Link's like bow practice or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I know.
I don't see that anywhere. Where
That
is
didn't exist. That was a fever dream.
Oh shit.
What else was I supposed to use my Wii Zapper for?
It's
We
weird that the Minish Cap comes after Skyward Sword of all things. Like
I remember.
that's-
So
That is
I read-
interesting.
I read all about this timeline when I was so a little bit of Aaron lore here. A tree
Yes.
fell on our power lines like Sunday. I was supposed to record a guest episode with Gaming Together. I was supposed to do a Civ 6 episode, but I couldn't because that fucking tree destroyed my power and internet for like 2 days. So I had to go work in the office, and I read all about this timeline.
I never played Minish Cap. Okay, I just got to get this out of the way right now. I have not
Okay.
played the vast majority of Zelda games.
That's fine.
Boo.
I'm sorry.
I've played a handful. Like we'll get to them. I did not
Oh,
play
yeah.
Minish Cap though. Maybe I will.
Jerry,
After
Jerry,
this.
did you play the Minish Cap?
I have.
Yes. Tell us about it.
It's all right. It's fine.
Wonderful.
Oh
It's-
shit.
It's a weird mashup of so Capcom actually helped develop that.
Oh,
I don't know if you knew that or
Ooh,
not. Yeah,
I did
like
not know that.
for a hot minute, Capcom was like assisting in development on some of the Zelda games. Like the Minish Cap was co-developed by Capcom, and so was those Game Boy ones, Oracle of Ages and
Oh,
Oracle
Oracle
Seasons.
Seasons.
yeah, the Oracle games. They were also
cool.
co-developed by Capcom.
Little old Jonathan Capcom himself.
I think I've played all of the Zelda games except for those Oracle games, which Greg says is blasphemy because they're supposed to be really, really good. And I have not played Spirit
Wild.
Tracks. I have not played
Oh,
Spirit Tracks.
I played Spirit Tracks.
That's one of the two that Tommy's played.
No, I played more than 2.
Oh shit.
I think Minish Cap though, was that Game Boy or Game Boy Color, or does it even matter?
Advance. It was
Game Boy Advance. Oh, it's Game Boy Advance. Okay.
Yeah.
I just having an entire Zelda adventure on the little tiny Game Boy Advance handheld, I think is just special in its own right. Because when you look back on the Game Boy Advance, it's kind of easy to see it as inferior technology and inferior games, but it's like a full-on complete Zelda adventure, from what I understand.
Well, I mean, I would argue that because like Minish Cap is pretty good, but I mean, on Game Boy and Game Boy Color was Link's Awakening, like the original
yes.
Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
And that's like far better. And
Ooh.
so was Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. That was also a Game Boy and Game Boy Color game. And from what I understand, they are also a bit better than Minish Cap. And like I don't mind Minish Cap, but it's I don't know. It's not my favorite in the series.
Understandable.
I mean,
Um,
it's definitely the one where he has the coolest hat by far. He's got the bird on the hat.
I
I don't
fucking hate
know.
that hat.
Yeah.
I hate that hat.
Oh.
I hate that hat. I don't
Every
like
time I
that.
see it,
Jerry.
I'm like, I don't like the way this looks.
I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the way it talks. Like
I would
I
not
don't-
wear that hat in real life.
No, I would not. Well, to be
Fuck.
fair, I can't
Whatever.
even say that I wouldn't wear Link's hat in real life because I'm pretty sure when I was a kid I had one of those hats, like a winter hat that was like a long. It looked like a fucking dragon's tail.
Ooh, cool.
Nice. I mean, you can go to like any party city and get one. I'm pretty sure, like any
Party city.
party city anywhere.
If you want to go to a party city, anywhere
They have candy. They have candy.
they do have candy. Yeah, and then after Minish Cap is Four Swords Adventure, which
Ah.
I've played a little bit of that. It's pretty fun.
Hold on there, mister. In this new timeline, it says Ocarina of Time comes before that.
Nah,
So
see?
we're getting those discrepancies.
Yeah, this is what's up. Yeah, in this one it says Four Swords, which has the resurrection of Vadi,
Yeah.
Oh.
which is a big bundle of who the fuck cares. Then the Hyrulean Civil War happens, and then we get Ocarina of Time, which please Jesus tell me you guys have played Ocarina of Time.
Played a little bit.
I played it up to I have a long history with this game, and I played up to where you have to sneak into Zelda's castle, and I never got past that part.
That's like right at the beginning. Tom.
What? That's so early.
It's like right at the beginning.
Oh my god! Did you even see the opening credits?
I did see. Well, when when you start the game, or does it happen? But yeah, so
it's so early.
So I played it as a child, and boy, the inside of that Deku tree, that was too scary for me as a little kid. I was like, I can't do this. It's all dark
The
in here.
Skulltulas.
There's spooky music. There's spiders everywhere, and I tried like 4 times, and I just kept quitting. And then one day I actually did it. I beat the boss Goma spider, and then I went to Zelda's castle because that's what it said to do next. The first guard spotted me and was like, "You can't come up here." And I was like, "I don't know what to do now." So I stopped
And then you
playing,
turned the
never played
power
again.
off.
I did.
Well, I guess I'm not allowed to play this game anymore, according to
It
this
won't let me into the
guard.
castle. Yeah.
You obeyed that guard. He's like, sorry, Mr. Guard, man, I won't do it again. And
Link's
that's
adventure's
where-
over. Yeah.
He went home, put his feet up, and drank a beer.
His job was well done.
Perfect.
Wait, I want to hear Aaron. Aaron, your turn. How much have you played?
Like a little bit more than that.
Oh
Yes.
boy,
I
which
love that we
versions did you
picked
guys
this
play?
topic.
I've played both the 3DS remake and a little bit of the original.
The
I
3DS
was on
is
the
pretty
I was
good.
on the
A little bit of both, I mean.
N64.
Nice. Yeah, that game was weirdly ported to the Switch Online. Had a lot of weird issues.
Oh,
when
it
they-
did with like
Yeah.
fog and stuff.
The
yeah.
fog was all fucked up and like, yeah. it
How
was
do you
just-
fuck up fog?
I
It's
don't
just
know.
gray.
They removed
It's
it,
just
didn't they? And then you
gray.
could see the edges of everything, and it
Yeah,
looked bad.
Like it's weird because like they're using an emulator, like Nintendo's own emulator that they've designed for the Switch Online stuff, and they're using that. And I guess they've been like kind of patching it and updating it and making it better. But it's hilarious because it's like, okay, you guys, Nintendo hates emulation as a
Yeah.
whole because
Yeah.
they're like, no, you're not allowed to play these games unless it's on our systems. And it's like, no, fuck you. This plays way better, and you didn't even develop this emulator, but it plays so much better on everything else. But it's fixed now, I think.
Mhm.
But it's just kind of hilarious. And I always get up on a soapbox whenever I talk about emulation because I always say like these companies can't get mad at emulators and people that are in the emulation community because it's like, look, if you guys
It's a
aren't gonna
necessary evil.
if you guys aren't going to do it and preserve this stuff, then fuck you. Like other people are going to do it better than you, and they have
Yeah.
more passion to do it
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, we will
Like,
join you on this soapbox because
At least, yeah. Like at least don't be a little bitch about it and fucking DMCA everybody that tries
Oh
to
my god!
make like a fan game or like tries to bring back all these old forgotten games that Nintendo just doesn't give a fuck about.
the thing that bothers me the most is like they're not selling these games anymore. There's no actual way to get them from Nintendo. Like
Right.
my version of Pokemon Blue, the battery's dead, so I can't play it anymore. And you're like, no, you can't emulate this on your computer. I'm like, what do you
Well,
want me to do?
According to Nintendo, you can, as long as you actually own the game. They're like, I guess we'll just let you do that. Because like that was the whole thing when the Steam Deck came out, and they were like, no, you guys aren't allowed to have Nintendo emulators. And then people were like, well, I own the game, and it just runs better on the Steam Deck with the emulator. And they were like, okay, well, if you're gonna make videos of it, this is true. You have to have the cartridge in sight.
That's stupid.
Like
It's
it,
the
you
stupidest
basically
thing
need
ever.
to like record it on your phone.
Amazing.
Like you can't, or like have like a separate screen showing
Have a
like
little
yep,
picture in picture.
yeah, like just a clip art with like a watermark on it. Like yes, this is my game. This is my game that I own. That's sitting next to me for sure.
you just have one that's labeled the cart cam, and it's just like a really low res webcam. And it's just
all
the cart leaning
pixelated.
up against a Mountain Dew or something.
Oh yeah,
Man,
Nintendo.
So,
I have a love or hate relationship with them.
Oh,
same. They're backwards in so many ways. But Ocarina of Time was good.
It's
And then
yeah, that's
what timeline should we follow? Like the old timeline or the new one?
well. I think other than that, like there's a couple of things. Also, I do notice now off to the side, stories not included in the Chronicles. Link's crossbow training, and also
Oh.
Damn it!
BS The Legend of Zelda, which was for the Satellaview on Super Nintendo.
Oh, no one gives a fuck about that.
Yeah.
Oh
But
yeah, then
no,
yeah.
it
What
goes
about-
Ocarina of Time, and then it splits. This is where it splits, because either the timeline, like I don't know what the one you're looking at, but this one,
Mhm.
it splits into two, where Link dies or Link wins. That's like the two, which is kind of fucked up. If the hero is defeated, then we get A Link to the Past. If Link wins, then it goes to Majora's Mask. But it also has a split if Link wins, where the Sacred Realm remains protected or Ganondorf is sealed. And each of the, or no, sorry, so there's like the child and the adult. So if
Yeah.
Link wins and stays a child, it goes Majora's Mask. If Link wins and stays an adult, it goes to Wind Waker, even though he still looks like a fucking kid.
Yeah,
So
that makes no
it's
sense.
so
Hmm.
confusing.
Seems
the,
like that Ocarina game's important to the Zelda timeline.
It's pretty.
The little sweet
pretty-
potato.
Yeah, it's pretty decisive moment for Zelda, but the series, not herself. But
Yeah, the new timeline, it does just that. After Ocarina of Time comes the Four Swords. Oh well, no, I guess after the Ocarina of Time, it splits into the three, and then hero fails where he dies against Ganon. That goes to Four Swords, and then the child timeline where he stays a child and goes back to Warren Zelda, goes to Majora's Mask, and then the adult timeline where what was it? They explained it as like he goes back in time as an adult and he disappears from the timeline or whatever.
Oh,
Which doesn't make any sense, but yeah, what about I've experienced maybe like a minute of Four Swords and that's it.
hang on, I'm now noticing that there's two Four Swords. There's
Yeah,
Four
yeah.
Swords, and then there's Four Swords Adventures.
Yeah, Adventures is on the 3DS.
and
Oh right.
what did I played a Four Swords on Game Boy. What was
Are you
that?
sure? On Game Boy Advance?
Yeah, I
That-
connected
that's-
with two
that's
friends at school.
That's Four Swords.
Yep, that's Four
That's
Swords.
the first
Okay.
one.
I played that one.
That's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
It was. I feel like we beat it because I remember there was a final boss, and we were like, "Wow, that was quick." But maybe that wasn't. That
Maybe-
was so long ago.
Maybe you were the one that I saw playing it, because I remember it was in school,
Yep.
and I forget what grade it was, but there were like two or three people sitting on a bench, kind of there's like that bench by where the art room is. You have to go down that hall to go to the art room, and like two people were sitting on that playing Four
remember that,
Swords.
Oh yes, I remember
Yeah.
the art room. Yes, of course. Yes, indubitably.
Yeah, somebody was playing it. Maybe
Yeah.
it was you. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what's really
I was just gonna say, yeah, I played it with two people when we got finished in our science class.
nice?
Maybe it was you. Yeah.
I was gonna say that back to the emulation thing. What's really cool about Four Swords is in the ROM hacking community, they have made a split screen Four Swords that you can play now.
Oh,
Yeah, which
That
is
is
really
cool.
neat. Yeah, it's cool. Like it's literally like two separate iterations of a Game Boy Advance running, but it's like split screen.
that's awesome.
Those clever modders,
I love them.
so clever.
So beautiful.
What about Four Swords Adventures? Have you guys played that one?
That's the GameCube one.
No, that's the 3DS
3DS
one.
3DS.
I haven't played that one.
When I type Four Sword Adventure, it
Oh no,
pops up a
no, sorry,
GameCube game.
sorry. Hang on. Triforce Heroes is the 3DS one. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
This timeline is too confusing.
Four
No.
Swords Adventures is the GameCube one.
Have you guys played A Link to the Past?
Yes.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Link to the Past is so good.
It is.
We're not there yet. Hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We're not there
Sorry.
yet.
I've never played Four Swords Adventure on the Nintendo GameCube.
What about you, Bear? That's your name, by the way. Now, Bear. Is that cool? You can call me AA Ron if you want.
What about Gerald Barreld?
It's funny because here's some real inside baseball that no one gives a fuck about. My real name is Gerald, but
Nice.
my actual legal name is William.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah,
Huh?
Yeah,
How does
Gerald.
that work?
Yeah,
What?
Gerald is short for William.
What?
No, shut
it's
up.
not. It's
No,
not.
No, it's
I
not.
There's no way.
No, it's just that's
Jesus
what my
Christ.
legal name is, and then I was called Gerald for most of my life. But then for some reason in grade 2, when they were like taking roll call in our class, it was like Gerald Thomas. I was like, actually, it's Gerry, and they were like, cool. Anyways, so I just changed my name on my own accord when I was but a child.
Sweet.
But yeah, go ahead, call me Gerry.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, you can call me Aaron if you want. But yeah, I did not play this game. Now we can move on.
Okay. Thank you.
But now, see, Four Swords Adventures is at the very bottom of the timeline for me.
Whoa, what the fuck? Okay.
In the Twilight realm. So Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, then Four Swords Adventures. So Nintendo had no idea what they were doing. No idea.
No,
I don't blame them.
absolutely. I don't know why they even tried to make it. Like I understand the fans trying to make it and make sense of it, and that's fun. But then why did Nintendo have to be like, no, this is it. This is the official. Like, what was the reasoning behind that?
Well, I think that's even the point when they brought out Breath of the Wild. People were like, "Where's this fit?" And they were like, "No, this is the end. Like, this is at the very bottom. Like, this is the like newest one." And then Tears of the Kingdom was literally like after that one, obviously. So I think going forward, I don't think they're gonna fuck around with this timeline anymore. I think it's literally just gonna be like straightforward. Like, yep, this is the next one now. Like, there's not gonna be any more, or maybe I don't know. Maybe they'll come up with some weird shit about Tears of the Kingdom. Because have you guys played Tears of the Kingdom?
Oh, hell yeah. Tommy?
How far are you?
I have.
I don't want to spoil anything.
It's yeah, that's always tough to decide even how to describe how far you are.
I know, like we were starting to be like, have you seen? Have you been? Have you heard? Like,
I have about half of the map uncovered.
Okay.
I have not beaten the game.
I have not beaten the game. I've got like most of the map uncovered. I keep exploring and finding caves and getting those shiny rabbit gems that I don't know
Bubble gems.
what they're for. Yeah, I don't know.
I know what they're for. I know they're for.
Don't spoil it. Don't fucking spoil it, Tommy.
All I'll say is that this one also kind of fucks around with time. Obviously, like
I'm sure.
at the very
Zelda,
beginning,
yeah.
it does like a time skip. I think people on the internet are saying like it's about 5 years.
What? No.
Don't do it.
That can't
don't
be
say
right.
It. La 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 la.
What's next? We got to get to. There's going to be a game that we played. I can feel it.
Well, which side do we want to
Link
do
to the
first?
Past
Do we want to? Yeah, I guess we'll go this route because we said Link to the Past. So
Yeah,
we'll go with Link Dies. Also, very good subreddit, by the way. Link Dies. That's good. it's real and it's hilarious. Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons comes after A Link to the Past. And
those ones
I have not played them.
Nope.
I have them on my 3DS because I bought them from I bought a shit ton of the Game Boy Color Virtual Console games on 3DS before it shut down. Nice. I have both of those and I have yet to play them. But I know I had so we had those like you're from Canada, right, Gerry?
Sure am.
Okay.
Nice.
Do you guys have like the Scholastic Book Fair and like the book orders and shit like that in school?
Oh, buddy.
They're international.
Okay.
That shit. If you didn't have that as a kid, you weren't a kid.
That's right. I had this like novelization of the Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages that I got from the book fair. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck it is now, but it was so cool. So I kind of know about it.
I read the book.
I know a thing or two about it, but I read the book, so it's I have a lot more detail about the game that you just don't understand.
Impa was fat in that one. That's about all I know.
Big boned, man. Come on.
My bad. Thick Impa.
Well, I mean, she's old as fuck in Tears of the Kingdom. Like,
yeah,
she's just some old, brittle fucking
I still
lady.
haven't found her. I hope she's doing okay.
She's pretty old.
I heard that Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons are not like the same version of a game but different, but actually like you need to play both to experience everything. Is that true?
It is.
Weird.
So after you beat one, you get a password that when you start the next one, when you put the password in, it allows you to continue on with the game knowing that you finished the other one. And then that's the only way to actually fight the final boss, Ganon, is to have beat both of them. and like kind of tie them together. And I guess one is more puzzle heavy and one is more like action heavy, maybe, or something. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I would pick the. Oh, that's cool. I would totally pick the puzzle one.
I'm pretty sure it's Seasons is the puzzle one, and then Ages is combat. I think.
You want to know what's stupid?
Huh.
This
Back when
timeline?
the virtual console,
Yeah, the timeline.
when they had the virtual console on like Wii and 3DS and stuff, I was a poor high school / college student and couldn't afford all the cool games. And now that I'm an adult with a job and I can afford cool games, they're like, no virtual console. It's a subscription.
Yeah, I know.
Just let me buy whatever games I want, Nintendo.
I know, like I don't give a I really don't want any more Ninja Gaiden games on NES, or subscriptions. Like I just want Golden Sun, dude. Give me Golden Sun, you fuck.
This is why I love my Steam Deck, because that thing is. I have 2 terabytes of shit on that, and I have my Steam Deck has 2 different boots. It boots to like the regular Steam OS, but I have it set to boot to Batocera, which is like an emulation front end, and I have 2 terabytes, and it goes all the way from like Atari all the way up to PS3.
That's cool.
And I got that thing loaded.
Tommy, didn't you get a Steam Deck?
No.
What happened to that? What the hell happened?
I don't know. I thought it was cool, and I was like, Aaron, look how cool this is.
But so you do have it or you don't? I'm confused.
I don't have it. No.
Why? What happened?
What do you mean why? That's a lot of money.
Didn't you buy it? I swear to God, you bought it.
I don't own a Steam Deck.
Oh, whatever. Forget about it.
I love how you just keep saying like, "Don't you though?" And he's like, "No, no, but you don't." It's like I said no, but you didn't.
What happened to it?
Imagine if after. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. There it is. Over there. Sorry, I forgot. It's over there.
Whoops. I swear to God, you were gonna get one for like your birthday or Christmas or something. But I mean, whatever, dude. Forget about it.
Forget it. Shut up. Move past it.
Oh shit. I do want a Steam Deck though.
Same.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for the. It's like I'd almost say it's worth it just to have like it as an emulation machine. Like
yeah,
that's literally what mine is. I mean, I have a good gaming computer, but I can't fucking take that with me. I can't like get on a flight and be like, I'm gonna play some Dreamcast games on this flight handheld. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's the greatest invention of mankind right there. Being able to play Zombie Revenge on a flight handheld. That's amazing.
Okay,
that's the dream.
I looked it up. I wanted to know how many versions of the original Legend of Zelda you could fit on your 2 terabyte Steam Deck. If you filled it with nothing but the original Legend of Zelda, you could fit 16,777,216 copies.
That's your mission, Gerry.
Just so you know.
I mean, we do need new content for our YouTube channel, so I could just have a video of me just loading my Steam Deck up with copy after copy after copy.
No. Here's what you got to do. So you're gonna do like a stream, but it's gonna be like picture in picture. But there's just a bunch. It's like picture in picture and picture and picture and picture and picture, and like each one is you playing. Each one is like you playing like a different playthrough of. Well, I guess no, it'd be a video because you can't play the same game like 18 times. But yeah, you'd have like.
Who says
yeah.
I can't?
Oh man. So in the new timeline, Link's Awakening comes right after Oracle of Seasons and Ages. Is that?
Yep. That's the same here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I love Link's Awakening.
I haven't played it. Sorry,
it's
everyone.
so good.
I have it.
The remake's good too.
I have it on my 3DS.
The remake looks so good. I love the way. I love the art style of that remake. It looks so cute.
Again, back up on the soapbox. This is the thing. That game runs not so great on Switch, but you throw that thing on an emulator, that thing runs pretty good.
I bet.
Pretty
good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Ah, yes, my brother in Christ.
Tommy, what show are we talking about?
What? I have no idea.
What you need to get? Do you have HBO Max or Max, whatever?
Yeah, I use my parents' login info.
Okay, so you need to go and watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's the greatest thing ever.
It's the best.
Okay.
I love it. Yeah.
I'm not going to watch it.
Okay.
So yeah, Link's Awakening. Pretty good. It's
oh man.
It's I really enjoyed the remake But again, it was one of those things where I was like, this is a shame that the Switch is like hindering its ability to just play nice. Like it drops below 30 frames. Like when I played it anyways. I don't know if they've patched it. I doubt it that they patched that completely to the point where it's like running really, really smooth. And
I'm sure they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no,
like we released it.
Yeah,
That's what you want.
Yeah, our job is done here. Link's Awakening is a weird one too, because that was I can't remember who was the guy that was like the lead developer. He was one of the guys from Nintendo, but he actually ended up incorporating like a lot of Nintendo stuff in that game. So like there's like chain chomps.
Oh, yeah. And the Yoshis.
Like,
I'm pretty sure there wasn't there.
Yeah. One of the shopkeepers is a Yoshi.
Yeah.
And like the frog from Mario 2.
Yeah.
There, like there's it's
him too.
Such a weird mishmash of stuff. And then that one is spoiler alert. It's all a dream.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all a dream.
You get up to that big fucking fish whale thing in the sky, and then he's like, "Hey man, you should just like wake up or something." And like,
you ever consider waking up?
Yeah.
He whips out some smelling salts. He's like, "Hey, bro,
you were out for a bit, man. You gotta."
Yeah, because Link is just on some fucking driftwood or something, like the end of Titanic. Where the fuck am I, bro?
Took way too much of that salvia. Then we got
happens to the best of us.
After that one, do you have The Legend of Zelda for Link's Awakening?
Sure don't. I have a Link Between Worlds, friend.
Oh, plot twist.
Now see,
really?
that's the weird thing, because that wasn't out when this version came out.
That explains it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there you go. So that's interesting. Cool.
We'll talk about yours then. Go for it.
Well, it's just The Legend of Zelda, The Resurrection of Ganon.
One?
Yeah, the very first one.
That's true.
Do you want to know how much I played of that?
How much, Tommy?
There was a micro game in WarioWare where that's the extent of me playing the first Legend of Zelda.
I actually on the podcast that we just released yesterday, we were talking about like our first experience with Zelda, the first Zelda that we beat, and then like kind of got into like Tears of the Kingdom stuff. And I had told this story about my first experience with Zelda was at my friend's house, and he had a Nintendo Entertainment System, a regular ass Nintendo, if you will, and he had like these games, and he was like, he threw on Mario, threw on Duck Hunt, threw on fucking Bayou Billy, and then I was like,
oh my god,
yeah, and I was like, what is that? And I see this golden cartridge, and he's like, oh, that game's so dumb. And I was like, what is it? And he was like, it's so stupid. Like, you can't even like do anything. You just walk around and things like attack you, and you can't do anything. And I was like, well, let's put it on. And we put it on. And he's like, just watch. Like, you like. So I'm like controlling it, and I'm going forward. And he's like, no, where are you going? You got to go like to the left or the right or something. And I was like, well, I'm gonna go in this cave. He was like, that's not a cave. I was like, it looks a cave. And he's like, that's just like a black thing. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's a cave. And I go in, and then it's like, here's a sword. The minute I got that sword, that motherfucker was like, can I have a try? Can I have a try? I was like, no,
it's my turn. It's my turn.
You're stupid. Your whole family is a bunch of idiots. Like nobody in your family could figure this out. And some 6-year-old came over here and was like, there's a sword in the cave. And then everybody was like, can I have a turn now? And I'm like, no, fuck you. This Nintendo's mine. I claim
your whole fucking bloodline is cursed, bitch.
Yeah. So he went from being like, this game's stupid to I want to play now.
Jerry broke the game. He broke it.
He's swearing.
Mom.
Did you guys ever pull that shit when you were like a kid? When like someone was at your house that you just didn't want them to be there anymore? And you'd be like, they're swearing, Mom.
That was my go-to. That happened to me.
It happened to you
when when I was like
Tommy
kindergarten or so. I went to the babysitter, and her son was there too. And he every single day he peed on the floor and blamed it on me. And then I got in trouble.
Why the fuck?
What a piece of shit!
Kid, yeah.
I know,
fucking dick.
Fortunately, my mom knew that I wouldn't do that, and so she took me out of there and brought me to someone else. But for like those 2 weeks, She was like, your son keeps peeing on the floor, and she's like, he's not peeing on the floor.
The
I
day before you got
promise you.
pulled out of there, you should have been like, you should have asserted your dominance and just like pissed on the kid. Just be like, you want to piss on the floor, buddy? Huh? You want to piss on the floor? There you go. Yeah. Just piss on his legs and shit.
I did that one.
Holy fuck. Oh,
There you go.
man.
There's the toilet humor for you.
Yeah, we made it.
Done.
we met our quota.
Clue it up, boys. I'm just kidding.
Holy shit. Well, yeah. Link Between Worlds, right? I've never played it.
Really?
I did.
It's really good.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
It was
Okay.
It's
I
like
couldn't get into it.
What?
What?
Really?
Huh?
What's going on?
I struggled with having the freedom of where to go. I was at a point in my life where I wasn't used to that. I wanted games to tell me where to go and how to get there. I wanted the marker saying like you're 5 feet away, and I'd be like, okay, that's where I go. And so that Zelda being like, go to whatever dungeon you want. I don't care. I was like, I can't do that. What do you mean?
Tommy just freezes up like when the Pizza Ranch salad bar doesn't have any fucking cottage. There's a little continuity for you all. When the Pizza Ranch doesn't have cottage cheese, he like freezes up. He's like,
It was the steakhouse. It was the steakhouse that didn't have any cottage cheese at their salad bar, and I didn't know what to do.
Fuck.
You speak to the manager. That's what you do.
I checked each and every name. I checked it to see there was no spot for cottage cheese even.
Blasphemy.
I know.
Bullshit.
Fun fact, don't like cottage cheese.
Oh, I could eat tubs and tubs.
Me
and tubs
neither.
of it.
Oh God. That's like if you just like left milk out on the counter for a week and a half past its expiry date and been like, this is good now. I like this. I'm gonna
Dude,
eat this now.
but string
Oh,
cheese,
you like hot
though.
dogs though, don't you? Hot dogs are just pieces of cow or pig butt and intestines and stuff, and you don't
Fuck
complain
yeah, I'll
about
eat
that, do
pig
you?
ass.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what they all say. That's what they say, but like I don't believe that's true. It's got to be like the most delicious part of the pig, but ground up.
But like
it
those,
says
what they
100%
say.
pork on the fucking package.
but like those Costco hot dogs though.
Those are good.
That's just like fired Costco employees. I guarantee
Still
it.
good.
Oh Jesus Christ! They push them.
It's like a
into grinder.
soylent green fucking. They worked really hard, and now they're a hot dog.
You order a hot dog, and the person just looks behind, and like there's a worker back there that just starts crying because they know they're next.
Just put me in the bun now. I don't care.
Oh man, how do we go from Link Between Worlds to hot dogs?
This is perfect. This is like Super Ghost and SuperPod
Beautiful.
Saga. Like
We both have
wasn't-
super in our names.
yeah.
A Link Between Worlds was like their testing of the Go Anywhere thing, though, that they did in Breath of the Wild. So it's important in that regard. Video game analysis.
Hey listeners, Aaron here. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty with recording, and we lost a good portion of Gerry's audio, sadly. I tinkered around with editing around it and just trying to line things up, but yeah, without the context, things just don't make sense, and it just kind of sounds off a little bit. But you unfortunately missed a good portion of Zelda 2 talk, and then we got to Triforce Heroes. There's a good bit about the Drablands Witch and how Ronald McDonald that sounded. There was a little heartwarming story about how much Tommy's dad loves Zelda 2. But yeah, I'll just line everything up with where we last hear from Gerry. And I think we only missed a couple of games, really, just Zelda 2 and maybe fucking Spirit Tracks. Who gives a shit? I don't know. But this also means, unfortunately, we'll have to skip our usual ad breaks that we do. I'll still put in the Bones Coffee ad break and the patron shout out and all that. But yeah, sorry again for the technical difficulties. It won't happen again. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the episode, though. This episode is brought to you today by our wonderful patrons, A Novel Console and Jared. Your support means the world to us, and we greatly appreciate it. We would be nothing without you. We pray to you every single morning. Thank you. Hey, superstars. Are you a coffee addict looking for your next big caffeine fix? Or are you just tired of all the normal boring coffee options out there now? Well, you need to check out Bones Coffee. Bones Coffee has lots of different varieties of coffee flavors. They've got things like red velvet, cookies and cream, s'mores. They've got one that's called Jamaican Me Crazy that's really good. It's like caramel vanilla rum kind of thing. But they also have just your usual, salted caramel and French vanilla and all that stuff. They even have decaf and what's called high voltage, which is just extra strength. And they've also got espresso. They've got all sorts of cool stuff. Plus, if you use coupon code SuperPod Saga at checkout, you'll get 20% off of your order. And again, that's SuperPod Saga at checkout to get 20% off. You can also follow the link in our episode description. And yeah, why not use that one-time coupon code? Like I said, 20% off. It's great. Head over to bonescoffee.com. Get yourself some coffee, some cool gear like mugs or French press kits, stuff like that. Check it out. Okay, bye.
I worked for the town that I lived in, the city. Like I worked for the city, and one of my duties was mowing lawn, like the around the community center and stuff. And one time I was just mowing along, listening to my heavy metal music, and I saw like a little bunny right out in front of me. I was like, "Oh, that's cute! Look at that little bunny!" And then I saw more little bunnies just scatter out, and I looked behind me, and I had gone over a den, and there was just bunnies, and I was like, "No, I don't want this to be happening right now." And so I just drove away and went back to like the office, and I was like, "Hey, I can't mow there anymore."
The only way that you could even be redeemed from this story is if what you were listening to was in fact Limp Bizkit.
It wasn't.
Wait, what was it?
Then you murdered those poor rabbits.
I have to assume it was probably My Chemical Romance, because that's all I've been listening to for 15 years.
You said heavy metal.
I did, okay?
What?
But I know it's not heavy metal. I'm not saying My Chemical Romance is heavy metal.
Okay.
You said that. You said those words.
I know. Because it's not. I'm not saying it is.
Oh my god.
Remember that time we were talking about the Legend of Zelda? Do you guys remember that?
People are quitting the podcast after they heard me say that.
Oh man, okay, so yeah, Breath of the Wild was good. Nintendo Labo was crazy. What about Tears of the Kingdom?
It makes Breath of the Wild look like a little baby game for babies.
I know, it's insane how it literally makes Breath of the Wild look like a demo.
I can't go back and play Breath of the Wild, I don't think.
You know what's crazy too? I had a friend of mine say that his coworker had he didn't play Breath of the Wild until recently, and he literally beat Breath of the Wild the night that Tears of the Kingdom came out. So he beat Breath of the Wild and then started that night Tears of the Kingdom.
Wow.
And he actually said there's actually a big difference in the visual quality, the fidelity. And I was like, really? I guess it's just been so long since I played Breath of the Wild that I just kind of thought it was the same look and stuff. And yeah, I guess his coworker was like, no man, it's quite a big difference in the look.
I just went and checked it out the month before Tears of the Kingdom just to get used to the controls again, because I knew I was going to struggle with that. And yeah, a lot of Breath of the Wild has kind of the same color scheme. I know there's different areas, but all the grass is the same. And even in the first Sky Island, where everything's more yellow, it just pops so much more after playing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, it's so weird. We said this in our side quest that we recorded about Tears of the Kingdom, but it's just Breath of the Wild is just so fucking huge and open, and they were like, hey, how do we make it even bigger? They were like, oh, the sky. Let's put them in the sky.
Dude.
Link at the sky.
And then someone was like, how do we make it even bigger? They're like, underground.
When I got to
Monster trucks.
Yeah, when I got to Monster Truck Madness, the Legend of Monster Truck Madness. When I got to the depths the first time, my jaw hit the floor.
Ooh.
I was like, what is this about? And then
that was the creepiest thing ever.
My brain clicked and figured out that was just it's literally Hyrule but inverted. Mm-hmm. So where there's a river, there's a giant wall, and where there's a mountain, there's a big chasm. And then when my brain went into overdrive and said, hey, it's turbo time, let's use your big brain cells, and figured out that where all those light roots are up above is always a shrine.
Oh,
it makes
okay.
sense.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Did you guys find the depths on your own, or did you get the quest line from Pura that sent you there?
No, I found it by accident.
Same.
So
Completely by accident.
I had a coworker who did not get that quest line from Pura, but they never found it. Like, it only last week did they finally find the depths, and I didn't want to tell them those there because I wanted them to discover it on their own. And he was like, I just found this really big cave. I'm like, is it a big cave or more? And he's like, it's just like a huge cave, it just keeps going. I didn't want to, like, again, I just don't want to spoil it. And so, like, a couple days later, I'm like, how's it going? He's like, I think I'm almost to the end of this cave.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
He hasn't made any connections to anything else. He just thinks it's a really big cave.
Have either of you guys killed a Gleeok?
I see them in the distance and I run the opposite way.
So
Which ones are those?
the 3-headed like dragon things.
Oh, I've come close to beating the ice one, but I died.
Yeah, I was scared to death of those things for the majority of my, because I beat Tears of the Kingdom on a few days ago. I beat it.
We got a celebrity here.
And I didn't attempt to kill those things until like late in that game, and I have well over 120 hours in the game, and I just like I avoided them because every time I went up to them, I was just getting like one shotted. So I was like, nah, fuck these things. I'm not even messing with them. But you know what? Pro tip: they're not that bad. All you have to do is get airborne and then just slow-mo shoot arrows at each of the 3 heads, and it goes down. And then you just
That's all I did.
Yeah, you just get them down and you just fucking clap those Gleeoks up, and they're done. And if you really want to fuck their business up, you just gotta attach the opposite element. So if it's if it's a nice one, attach fire, and it seriously like fucks them up. Not a huge reward for killing them though. I actually find like some of the silver enemies have stronger weapon parts than the Gleeoks give you.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
I basically avoid all combat because I'm not playing this game for combat. I'm here for the puzzles, baby.
What?
Give me those shrines. Give me those wells and caves.
I've never felt like more of a genius and then instantly an idiot.
You're not.
In those shrines where it's like, have you seen the Jenga shrine yet?
Yeah, I just did that today.
Damn it.
Yeah. I did not do that how they wanted me to do that.
Oh.
That's how I've approached every single thing in that game.
I was like pulling them out and like trying it, and because like I could tell what they wanted. They wanted you to arrange it in a way and like pull it in a way that it would fall forward toward you so that you could. No. How did?
Did you see the electricity?
What? No.
On the right side, there's a little. Aaron, don't listen. There's a little electric panel, and there's a nearby. There's like a button that's electrified, and you need to pull the blocks out to connect the electricity, and then it has a platform go over to the tower for you to grab the ball.
What? Do you know what I fucking did?
What did you do?
I pulled out all the enough blocks to make it topple over, and then as it was falling, I did the reverse Uno and got the ball to go like it stopped in time, and then like kind of started going up, and then I flicked over super fast, cat-like reflexes over to Ultra Hand and grabbed the ball, and then was just like, yep, this is mine now, and then I just walked it over to the thing.
Amazing. No, I was like,
beautiful
electricity. There's a platform. I bet I got to connect these here. And yep, here I go riding over, pick up the ball.
I also, there was a couple that I would go into and it'd be like, you'd have to like get up over like a thing or like have to figure out a thing. And one of them, I was like, I swear to God, I was stuck at it for like a half an hour. And I was like, I don't know what you want me to do, Nintendo. I don't know what you want. So I left the shrine, went outside, threw a rocket on the ground, attached the rocket to my shield, went back in, and was like, whoa, and just like took off up into the top of the thing and just glided all the way through and was like, yeah, fuck
That's
you.
Awesome.
That's what I'm doing.
Nice.
Fool me once.
What do they have for you in the what's the first one in the adult timeline for you?
That would be Wind Waker.
Ooh, same here. Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah,
Wind Waker's amazing. I love Wind Waker.
I can't understand why so many people hated on it just because of the weird art style. Like it's cool. It looks cool.
Yeah,
Also,
it was a different time back then too.
it sure was. But I'm going to tell you something right now. My teenage brain was not prepared for that final fight with Ganondorf, where you leap into the sky and then stab him in the forehead with a downward thrust of the sword.
Oh yeah.
I was not ready for that. That was so graphic for a Zelda game.
Yeah.
I don't know how. No, I guess I was a teenager when I beat the game, but like I don't know how I made it through all that bullshit where you have to like fish the Triforce out of the ocean. That's the most tedious fucking thing on the planet. Like I don't know how I did that.
So much free time, man.
I think they fixed that though. I think they did something different with that or something in the HD remake. I thought they like made it a lot easier to do. If I'm not,
I think they did too.
That sounds right. Yeah,
I believe you.
Yes,
I think they did. Yeah, I have not played the HD remake, but I've heard that there's a lot of like really good quality of life stuff.
The boat goes fast right away.
Yes,
you get more bottles for soup. Because that's the only way I'll play the game. I just want more bottles for soup. And I want to start with pajamas, goddamn. I don't want to have to like beat the game to be able to play the game in my pajamas. I want pajamas from the start.
I didn't know that you could get pajamas.
Yeah, when you beat the game and you start a new game, you get to play in your pajamas. And it's great.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I gotta play. I gotta
play in the pajamas, dude.
I feel like I haven't even beat Wind Waker now.
You haven't had the full experience yet.
Yeah, Wind Waker's great. It's funny though that you mentioned people hating on it because I did not want a GameCube at the time when GameCube came out. I was late to buying one because at the time, for some reason, I was just like, nah, man, all I need is this PlayStation 2 and Vice City. And that's all I care about is like PlayStation stuff. And then my buddy was like, dude, like, how are you not going to play a new Zelda? I was like, I'm not into this cartoon Zelda stuff. It looks stupid. And he came over with his GameCube one time and he was like, dude, I'm just gonna throw this on. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't really care. And immediately I was like, I need to buy a GameCube and I need to buy one now. And I was the same way with Metroid Prime. Like I was like, nah, I don't want no first person Metroid. Like this is stupid. And again, Metroid Prime and Wind Waker were the two games that I owned on the GameCube when I bought it.
Both sweet as hell.
Like 4 months later, Resident Evil 4 came out, and that blew my fucking mind.
What a time.
What a time to be alive.
Nintendo exclusive Resident Evil.
Yeah, well, it was like a timed exclusive, I guess, because it came
Still
out.
counts.
Yeah,
it was for like what 5 years, if even that.
Something
no, like that. Yeah, it was. Yeah, because it came to 360 and shit.
Yeah. After Wind Waker, do you have Phantom Hourglass?
Yeah. Hey Tommy, tell us how you feel about Phantom Hourglass.
The controls are stupid.
Buddy, have I ever got a suggestion for you? There's a ROM hack of that game that you can just use analog controls.
But what does it do for when you need to blow into your flute?
Pardon me?
When you need to blow into your flute.
When Link has to take a breathalyzer test. Drinking too many fairies.
There's a flute and you have to blow into the microphone and you move the flute around with your little stylus.
I don't know. I'm sure there's something.
What do you do for the puzzle where you have to close the DS so that it prints on your map?
Oh my fucking god, just stop, dude.
Yeah. You're defending it so hard. And you just said, I hate those controls. And I'm like, here's the solution. You're like, no, fuck you. But what about this?
Man, I don't remember a lot from that game. I just remember struggling with the controls.
Yeah, I wasn't. I don't think I beat that game. I got pretty close though, but because I remember like the last place in that game was just absurdly difficult.
Is the king? No, never mind. You have a different boat in there. Never mind.
Okay.
How about that train though? Spirit tracks,
Man,
right?
Take everything you liked about the first one and then make it worse.
Yeah,
because the first one at least had the freedom to sail around and go wherever you want, which was cool. And then they were like, no, trains, you got to take train tracks everywhere.
Yeah, that's some baby back bullshit right there. I don't subscribe to that.
Which one had where you played as Zelda in the crypts or whatever? Was that the first one or the second one?
What?
What?
you play as Zelda to unlock like where you go to the next area. You play as Zelda in a crypt, and she's got like that's where she gets her Super Smash Bros. Guardian Knight thing. You send her
Oh.
little Guardian Knight thing out, and he attacks people for you because Zelda can't attack. And it was like almost roguelike based, where you die and you'd be like, oh, I
Ooh.
guess I have to start over at the beginning to try and find where the next place is.
All right, man,
Aw.
you got me because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Maybe that's the train.
It might be the train one.
The Zelda train. Choo choo. Maybe that's it.
Everyone aboard the Zelda train.
Yeah.
Oh man.
This was we did climb aboard the Zelda train, and
We've been on it the whole time.
We're never
yeah,
getting
it-
off. There's no.
it went off the fucking rails a few times, but
That's I like that they've like for the most part changed the style of the series. Like it's stayed pretty fresh. I feel like throughout most of its life, because like the first few up until I think like what Link to the Past, it was the top down, and then it was like 3D, like basic 3D until like what Skyward Sword, and then no
Twilight
cartoon.
Princess was like, yeah, like that. What like you mean like because it went from top down to 3D with Ocarina of Time, and then Ocarina of
they
Time
went-
kind of float. Yeah, like it flowed into Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, where they kind of like, I don't know, just kind of built on the 3D thing and just kind of made it a little better. But yeah, they say what you want about the Zelda series, like they do keep trying. Yeah, go ahead, say yeah, go ahead, say whatever you want. I don't care. It's not gonna fucking bother me. But yeah, like it's a series that keeps kind of reinventing itself somehow, and it's been around since fucking 86, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Crazy. It's absolutely insane.
And for the most part, it's been pretty enjoyable. Like I have not played any Four Swords games. I've never touched the Phantom Hourglass or any of that shit. But the ones that I have played, I like them. Like I've never beaten Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, but I promise I will. They're cool.
That's a big promise.
Don't give me these empty promises.
I'll do it. It's my mission.
Do you think we ever get another like new adventure that's top down?
Yes.
I don't even know how they proceed with Zelda after Tears of the Kingdom, because you can make monster trucks in that game, and if you can't make monster trucks in the next Zelda game,
Well,
like
I don't
why
top-
even
The
fucking
top
release
down
it?
ones are a different beast, though.
I
This
don't
kind of thing.
think whatever the next like 3D Zelda is, I really don't know if they'll redo what they did with Tears of the Kingdom with Breath of the Wild. I think that's going to
I
be
agree.
something different altogether, because I feel like
Nothing
Nintendo
but
is-
dungeons.
hey, I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that.
Roguelike deck building.
Oh my fucking
Oh,
god, yeah.
God.
Another archery bullshit thing.
No, nobody wants that. I mean, they should just fully remake the CDI Zelda.
No,
see
I'm
that?
good.
That's an idea.
I'm alright.
Those are an abomination. Yeah.
What's so that's the Zelda series.
Oh, that's all of them? We did it?
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, we did
That's
the
it.
thing.
Oh. What wow, we did it. I think that's the best anyone has ever analyzed the Legend of Zelda series on the podcast.
Of course.
The most focused, like
Mhm.
calm discussion about the Zelda series.
Yeah. I agree. I think this was good. This was good.
was
People are
very
going to
fun.
find a lot of use out of this podcast.
We're
It's
Absolutely.
funny
absolutely
because we didn't go into this like I was just like, all right, we're talking about Zelda. I've played enough that I feel confident I can have any kind of conversation. But it's just funny that we ended up being like, hey, why don't we just like look at this timeline or something that's like in front of us that we didn't plan on
have
doing.
2 timelines. Even better than 1 timeline.
the fucking the drip witch or whatever the fuck. Like hell
Oh,
yeah.
God,
Let's do it, dude.
you're gonna have to
Um,
make that a drop.
If the people want to listen to a podcast that's similar to this one, but with Gerry and other people, where can they find that, Gerry?
It's Super Ghost Radio on all your like all the good ones. No bad ones. They're all good. But yeah, we're on all the podcasting platforms, Super Ghost Radio. And then we're also on Twitter, Instagram at Super Ghost Radio, and Twitch at Super Ghost Live. And there's a YouTube
Cool.
video of me playing some Devil May Cry.
Cool.
Sweet.
And Aaron, if people want more of us and less of Gerry, where can they find more of our stuff?
Oh man, superpodsaga.com. Yeah, all of our past episodes, our blog. We'll post more there, I promise. Our support tab if you want to support us on Patreon. If not, just listen to our episodes. Tell us we're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Superpodsaga.com.
Yay. Let's see. And I get to pick the topic for next week?
Yep.
Okay. I've got the topic name, and I'm going to make some footnotes.
Okay.
I want to talk about the best one-off games. And what I mean by that is games that have no sequel, no remakes, no DLC, just they are just the game that exists, and that's it. There was nothing else ever done with them.
I love it.
It's different because you did games that deserve a sequel. It's different than that. So if people are saying that it's the same thing, it's different.
So it's just like a game that is what it is, and then there was nothing else.
Yes, he gets it.
Okay. Like, do spiritual successors count?
That ruins it. Yes, that ruins it.
That's tough.
I know.
There's not a lot of those. I don't think.
I know.
Exactly. Hi-Fi Rush.
That's why we're gonna. That's why
it
we're gonna.
Just came out. Stop it.
It's the only one.
So yeah, thank you, Gerry, for being here and keeping us on track.
Oh, my pleasure. Yeah. Okay. My pleasure. This was seriously, like, all jokes aside, this was a lot of fucking fun, and
it was.
We should do this more often. We should go out for a coffee.
Yeah,
let's do it. We'll hit the bars.
Hell yeah.
All right. Check out that Super Ghost Radio. Check us out next week or our past episodes. There's so much stuff you could listen to. Just find it, please. Thank you. And thank you for listening to this episode. And bye.
Gerry, say bye.
Gerry, say
bye.